Hello.
Hello.
Hey, so we are doing another Q&A. We always get these questions from our YouTube comments as well as our Tumblr. So the comment we picked out today was, I am 78 and married. My wife and I do not have sex anymore, but I masturbate every day to porn. Is that okay? We were actually a little bit shocked reading that comment, I think.
Yeah, just because watching porn every day is not healthy.
No, definitely not healthy. I think a lot of people do watch porn every day, especially now that porn is so easily accessible.
So
And there is such a thing as a porn addiction, and it can really influence your actual sex life to the point where people can only come when they watch porn because they're so used to seeing all of that information at once and not having to work hard for it. To answer your question, I don't think it's okay. It's amazing you're 78 years old and you still have a sex drive.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Like that's amazing. And if you have been married with your lady for a long time, it's understandable not to want to have sex anymore, especially when you're that age. It might not be you, it might be her. Maybe she doesn't want to have sex anymore. Especially the older we get, our body does slow down, and it isn't as sexual. We get less hormones released into our body telling us we want to have sex. It's harder to get hard. It's harder to get wet.
Yeah, but you never know. Like, she might want some.
Yeah, she
Like,
might want some.
Who knows? Like, get the lube out, and why don't you try it with her? Like, what is it about porn that you keep going back for?
It's a quick fix.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of understand where he's coming from, because sometimes I want to just have an orgasm. I don't, like, obviously having sex and having an orgasm with my partner is amazing, but there's a lot you have to think about. There's a lot of effort involved, as well as your partner's going to be watching you, so you have to try and, like, you know, you're thinking about being sexy, but when I'm watching porn, I don't have to think about anyone else. I can literally watch, like, the dirtiest, filthiest thing without being judged and looking as gross or as hideous or as, you know, natural as I like.
I think it might be worth getting, like, some sex toys, some male sex toys. Tenga do a lot of really good male sex toys. Think about porn that you're watching. If you're watching a lot of porn, make sure you're watching ethical porn and make sure you're paying for it as well.
Yeah.
Make sure you're giving back to the industry, because the industry is dying. Don't use these sites like Pornhub and stuff, because they are killing the industry.
Yeah.
And if you watch porn that much, then you don't want it to go away.
And for most people that do make porn, it is still a job. There are still cameramen and editors and directors, as well as actors and performers that need to be paid. Unfortunately, for a lot of these free tube sites, they are taking that away from them.
They literally steal other people's work.
We're going to get a plateau where just no porn's being created, or like the quality is going to go down, or it's all going to have to be amateur porn. Might be an obvious one, but communicate with your wife if you feel like you can. And maybe even speak to your doctor about it.
Yeah.
Is there anything physical that's happening to you that's a bad thing, or even a good thing? Does it make you feel more alive? Or are you just desperate to get home to your computer so you can just wank and watch porn? Because that's not a good mental state to be in every day.
Okay. I think as well, like, you've been with your wife for a very long time probably, and it's great to talk about sex, and that's what we always suggest, is to communicate, and that's how things progress and get better, and who knows, like, where that might lead for you.
Yeah. Lastly, porn is a huge escapism for lots of people. So have a look at where you are in your life. Is there anything that you're trying to distract yourself from, and therefore you're using porn as a form of escapism? Are you happy in yourself? Are you happy with your marriage? Are you happy with your work? Just take a look at yourself and see what's going on.
Anyway, we hope this has been useful and insightful for other people. So like and subscribe and comment.
And if you're in the same position, please write your story. Let us know. Like, tell us if what's helped you, or even what a porn addiction is. We'd love to hear from you.
We'll see you next week.
See you there.
Bye.